Okay, never mind. We'll talk about it later.
No, we can talk about other stuff, out of
Well,
the park
yeah, but
stuff.
no. This was football manager related.
Oh, I can talk about some things. Like,
Exactly. That's why I'll wait till afterwards.
but if I can't tell you, I'll just say I can't tell you. Otherwise, I might just say it, and then it'll be on a VOD, and other
You know
people will
what?
be grateful for it.
Let's do it this way.
Type me a question, and I'll
Yeah.
decide if I can answer it. I like that because there's a bunch of stuff I'm allowed to talk about, sort of now. But I'm like so grateful that I'm like, I hate alluding to things all the time, but that's what I'm forced to do. Right?
Yeah,
So
I know. It's incredibly frustrating. I'd imagine.
okay, like that's funny. You're just saying the very thing I'm about to talk about. When I'm like, for all I know, there's a bunch of people that they got hired separately working on a new engine, but that'll take a couple
Uh,
of years. Remember, that's
yeah.
on a VOD.
Yep. Yep.
Now they've announced it, so I can be like, yeah, that's happening.
I wouldn't put two and two together because I'm not smart, but I
uh,
understand.
I do this a lot when I'm like, for all I know, this is happening, or they could be doing this. I'm not sure because I'm not allowed. They don't tell me things. They they
Oh,
they absolutely don't necessarily tell me things, but I do pay attention. And
yeah.
when I'm testing a game, I can look right at it and be like, oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
So the testing phase for importing games from 23 to 24 started about a month and a half ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
But
That that.
I'm gonna make you laugh now. They
Uh-oh.
absolutely got help from Marcus Heinzen to do it.
Yes. Yes. I knew it. I knew
Yeah,
because as soon as I saw that, that was the first thing that I thought of.
yeah, they
And
absolutely
then,
got help from Marcus. So I was like,
well,
nice.
a lot of people on the in the Facebook group were like, "I never wanted that," and I was like, "This is a select amount of people that
Yeah.
would love it." Me being one of them.
Miles being one of those people is like one of our top requested features. I'm like 25th most requested. It's like, can't wait for you to get to the top 20, pal. It's not going to happen.
Oh, it's progress.
It
I guess is the
is,
way to
it
put
is.
it.
But here's the thing, and this is only speculation and has nothing to do with an NDA. There's a pretty decent chance that they might have a new director soon.
Really,
That's what I heard. But hey, it could also
that's
be bullshit.
oh, interesting. Very, very
I
interesting.
would dance a freaking jig if he's gone. I'm sorry. It needs to go in a new direction. It needs a new leader who doesn't just be like, no, we're not doing that over everything people
Yeah.
ask for. So,
Um, why are you in on loan?
because not listening to your customer fan base doesn't make you a popular person.
No,
And
not
and
at
when
all.
and when you have
Not at all.
shareholders and people above you to answer to, that shit starts to get noticed.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're obviously going to be happy with him. He's made this like the top selling sports game pretty much ever in terms of franchise,
Mhm.
not in individual years. Obviously, FIFA still sells more, but in terms of a franchise, I think it's right there with FIFA. It's got to be pretty close anyway.
Um, can you go to my team real quick? I'm gonna change it really quick. The topic.
Okay, go to your team. I'm at your team. There's your team.
Look at Christian Donna or Duna, I guess his name is.
Christian Duna.
What would you play him as?
Okay. Ooh. Okay, I was about to ask, what position do you have him playing? Okay, very
Yeah.
nice.
So here's
Ah,
my here's my conundrum.
uh-huh.
He's he's natural at center mid
Yep.
and uh right wing back.
Yeah, right wing back. I see that.
I don't use either of those two positions in my formation. I use CDMs. His tackling is an 8.
Uh huh.
Should I train him to play CDM or keep him as a midfield? I can't terminate his loan, so
All right. So,
he's decent enough to be on the field,
uh huh.
just not in any of the positions that we play.
Let me look at
Um,
this. He, jeez, he's got some. He's not going to be trained as a wing back. I mean, for right or
Yeah.
left. I don't mean like he plays wing back now, but I mean
Yeah.
right defender or left defender because he's got three crossing.
Hmm.
This guy's not going to be a good defensive midfielder either.
So do I just? He's how old is he? He's 21. Do I just stick him in the under 23s and let him get some game time? I think that's what I'm gonna do.
We got this guy in on loan from
Yeah.
Middlesbrough. I see that.
I just won't play him, I
He's
guess.
also just not to the standard of the rest of your team.
Yeah.
Like this guy's like
I think
between like a 90 to 95 at best.
you know what? Hold on. I see his 12 long shots.
Yeah, I was looking at AMC as an option. That looks like the best he could do as an attacking mid central. I have him here for attacking midfielder on support at the AMC role, and he's decent at that. So if you throw
Yeah,
him on the
we
under 21s and play him in that position, he'll probably learn to be a decent AMC. I don't know what his upside is because I cannot see his potential since I don't have a scout on him. But oh wait, here's a
hmm,
scout. Uh, I mean, yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to be a world beater to me, but he doesn't look like he's
no.
terrible. He needs more seasoning before he plays in on your team, though. Like he's not as good as some of the players you have.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I'm just gonna throw him in the under 21s.
yeah, that's probably best. They may get mad at you for that, but so be it.
Yeah, he's unhappy with the amount of playing time. Well, son, you suck.
Yeah, well, you're just not. He's not good enough to play on your team. That's my big complaint about him. If he wants more playing time, he should get good. uh, yeah.
Mm. All right. So the
I have received a warning or two about tap dancing perilously close to my NDA, so just I will put that out there. But I've often
that's not.
stated that I do tap dance perilously close to the official legal wording of it, and that's not news to me.
Mm. That's why I didn't want to say anything. I
I don't
was
mind
gonna leave the talk blank.
speculating on stuff if I absolutely don't know. Like nothing had been confirmed to me. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like it was
Uh-huh.
still a form of speculation per se because I didn't no, Miles himself didn't come to me and be like, "Yeah, we're changing game engines." No, I heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody who was working on it, and I'm like, "That's cool." So, I mean, to me, that's I guess somewhat confirmed, but still not really, because it could have
Hmm.
been 5, 10 years away for all we know. So I'm not announcing anything about next year's features. And to be fair, my current NDA is about FM24.
Mm.
So talking about FM25, I don't even have that contract yet.
So you can talk about it all you want.
Well, not really. I mean,
Well, not
I
all, but
should be nice, at the very least. There could be some gray areas where they would argue, well, you're not respecting the company. There's a few things in there that are worded where that legalese, where it's just like, well, you're not really following the spirit of the NDA. And I'm like, ah, the spirit.
oh, for me, if it's not in the contract, I should be able to talk about it.
Yeah, but it kind of, sort of, in a way, is. NDAs
Mm.
are very convoluted and complicated usually. I was like,
Also,
you could solve this problem just by making me an official Football Manager streamer, right? they're like, yeah, you don't have an. They're like, how many followers do you have? I'm like, not enough, but I'd get more if I was an
oh,
official streamer. And they're like, yeah, but then you'd have to stream during the day. I'm like, yeah, I guess I can't do that. Like for me during the day, so that it's at the night time for Europe.
hmm.
I'm all the way up to
So
326, but I keep going backwards too. So,
it's teetering. You're teeter tottering.
uh,
However, it's
just because I do it at odd hours and I play games other than this.
hmm.
And even like Monday, I wanted to go and stream on my own because I know streaming it on my own is going to increase my numbers. But I have such a hard time getting motivated to play this game by myself.
Yeah, I'm not I don't. I don't mind playing it. For me streaming it, I feel tied to a schedule.
Eh,
and like I just want to play it on my free time.
yeah, I know. I don't mind having a schedule. A schedule for me is actually
Yeah.
kind of nice, because then I can get shit done during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing that I'm going to start at
I,
7 o'clock with you, I start at 8 when I do it on my own. And play it till
mhm.
like I don't know 10, depending on. So that's nice to know. It's like this is good. I can just plan on that. To me, it's a comfort more than a
Nice.
yeah. Even yesterday, I just wasn't feeling all great, so I didn't stream anything. I didn't play games with people. Usually on Tuesdays, I play games with people, but yesterday I was like, nope, not feeling it. Not going to be social today. Playing RimWorld now. Going to commit horrific war crimes to amuse myself. That game, I don't know if you know anything about RimWorld, but
No,
it's a very dark game.
I just know that it's on the Unity engine. That's it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it's been banned in several countries for being too dark.
Really
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, like Australia banned it.
Wow.
Yeah, because you can do some pretty horrible things in that.
Jeez.
Like harvesting people's organs to sell them. Hell, you can sell people.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What is he-
you can. You can sell them as slaves. It's so there was this one tribe that attacked my tribe. This is back when I was playing it on a stream, and people like Dan were watching me and giving me fun ideas. And
uh,
so we kidnapped this one guy from this tribe after they had raided me. We killed everybody else. He lived. I threw him in jail, but their tribe wanted him back. And I'm like, well, I don't want to
uh,
give him back. He's a good fighter. He's just going to attack me again. And so Dan and I discussed it. Here's what we decided to do. We cut off his arms and replaced them with stumps. We cut off his legs, gave him stump legs. We cut out his eyes, his ears, cut out his tongue, and then we returned him to his people.
my God.
And they were thrilled to have him back. They were so happy that our reputation went up with them because we gave him back. In future fights, when he showed up, I'm just like, well, he's not doing anything, is he?
That's
Yeah, it's a
that
horrible.
is harsh.
It can be a horrible game if you want it to be, but I mean, it's a video game. It's supposed to be silly and fun. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And luckily, it doesn't have great graphics, so none of this stuff appears in the game. Like it's not gory visually.
Mhm.
It's just a storytelling game.
Mhm.
Just because your story is horrible doesn't mean that you have to see it, which is good because I don't think I could stomach seeing that stuff. So, if I'm honest, it's more cartoony, so it's light and fun. But yeah, I give my people cybernetics and stuff, so we don't have to worry about losing limbs. It's funny like that. So last night I started a new tribe, and yeah,
Okay.
I gave them the ideology that they all want to become cyborgs, basically. So I'm working towards that.
That'll be fun. That'll
Yeah,
be interesting.
yeah, yeah. I just want to become the most dominant thing on the planet and take everybody else over. That's my current plan. Nothing
Okay.
more than that. Yeah. Of course, it means not having a lot of friends, but trading gets pretty hard when you don't have friends in the world. All right, you're gonna go in, Mister Matty Matthews, because this guy can't play against.
We
What
have a
is
game right now.
this? Oh, he's cup tied. That's why I can't play him.
It's also not deadline day. Okay.
It's not deadline. We're getting there. Twill be soon.
Yes.
I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna play my first team because I'm in the quarterfinals of this wonderful cup that I want to win. You don't play today because you're not in Papa John's, right?
Nope. Which means I can
Scout.
continue to try and get these logos in the game.
Or you can scout other players. I guess you have no money. So
I actually did a little bit of scouting already.
oh, beautiful.
I
All
am
right,
a,
and you're ahead of the
I'm
game
ahead
then.
of you. First time for everything, I say.
I want to win this cup. So I'm putting out my best effort here. Best foot forward and all that. Jay Hato, my right back, opens the scoring with a
Just
rocket.
just let me know when you're getting towards the end. So I'll stop.
Uh-huh. Sure you will. You might be addicted.
You're not wrong.
I understand it. I love setting up leagues and stuff on that. Honestly, probably spent as much time on the editor as I have on the game itself, just because it's
Yeah,
so
it's the
interesting.
I agree, and it's also that like you want to get it just right.
Hmm. That's true. I know I set up
So,
my fictional league again a little while back because I was sad that I'd lost it from the one that I started on Out of the Park 14, and I'd carried it all the way. I guess I started it on 11 technically. So I started it on 11 and I'd carried it all the way till up to last year, and then I switched computers and forgot to back it up. So I'm a
oh,
bonehead.
jeez.
So I made a whole new one based on that one, and I screwed up the schedule. And I played the whole first season, and the schedule was wrong. I'm like, "Urgh."
Um,
So I wiped it all clean and went back to the start with the pre-make, of course. Like I didn't start from scratch. Like I had it saved as a pre-made. So I went all the way back to the start and did it all again.
yeah, that's something I've taken note in is to uh have quick starts and templates all set up before
Hmm.
I actually start playing
In case something's
because
wrong.
like yeah, and once you start playing, it's like there's no going back.
Yeah, but I got it all set up and I played one season of it and I won everything with my team, and I'm like, damn it, too easy. I don't want that. I want to struggle a
Mm.
little. Uh,
Oh, and I found so one of my big issues with the game was the Japanese leagues.
mhm.
I found a compromise, I think.
What was
I'm
the
gonna
more
make
fake one?
I'm gonna make a league that's based off of the J League, the
Hmm.
soccer league.
Hmm.
Um, it has more teams, more players, and I mean, obviously the finances won't be 100%, but at
That's
least it
okay.
has Japan in the game.
Yeah, it'll have like your own fictional universe of it
Yeah,
for all intents and reasonable purposes so that you cannot be told to take it out.
yeah. Because I thought about literally just opening OOTP 22 and OOTP 23 and just like copying it line to line myself.
Hmm.
But I looked that up and that would still get scrambled to South Africa, and like all the work would be for nothing.
Oh,
So
wow, they're
don't even
hardcore
want to
about
try it.
that.
Yeah,
They must have really gotten mad then.
it's I don't remember if it was the government or Konami that was gonna bring the lawsuit on them.
Unreal.
But again, like I said, what I don't like about it is that they did it under the hood without any knowledge, with very little warning for people.
Yep.
And
The last thing they wanted was a
yeah,
lawsuit, so
yeah,
hard to blame them, obviously.
yeah, but it left a sour taste in my mouth.
I can safely
Like,
tell you that they're not happy about it either.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I understand them their hands being tied that they have to do it, but like don't just throw out an update and then wait a while and then explain to people what's going on.
Unfortunately,
To
they weren't given a much time frame to fix it
yeah,
either. So just try to understand that they didn't mean for it to happen that way.
yep. Okay, so then what about not having the European leagues or the Central American leagues in the new game? Like
For Out of the Park,
they yeah,
they're not in the new
like
game.
the no, the only leagues in the new in the only leagues that are in OOTP 24 are the KBO, MLB, and the some independent leagues in the US. That's it.
Okay, so here's what I'll touch on this a little bit based on Football Manager because that's what I know more about. But
Uh,
I know it's the same problem for Out of the Park is that some teams and leagues and sometimes even individual players just decide, oh, you're making money off of this thing that has my name and or team logo and or team name, Manchester United. You need to
yeah,
change that or we will, you know, sue you. And
yeah,
so when one league did it, it started a trickle down effect of other leagues that weren't officially licensed.
Mhm.
And then they're all like, "Oh, well, if they can sue them, so can we." And then yeah, so then there's like this whole cascading effect of money hungry leagues that ended up being dropped because they all wanted to be paid rather than in the league and let fans experience those leagues.
Yeah.
So out of the
That's
park's
why
like, well, that sucks.
that's why I don't want to buy the new game
Yeah,
until I have a working, I guess, universe for my league.
right. And then they are obviously also stuck with the desire to get licenses for those leagues. They're like, okay, we understand you want to be paid, so can we talk about licensing? And then the majority of those guys want way more money than they're worth.
Yeah.
You know, they'd be
Yeah.
like, which league was it? I think it was the J League. Actually, they were like, we want 30% of your sales.
Hmm.
Uh,
And you're
not
like, no.
not realistic. you know,
Exactly.
that's just not a thing that they could do. So when you're left with no choice,
I still can't believe Windows by default doesn't show the extensions. I guess it makes sense. I'm still mind blown over that.
indeed,
But you
it
didn't tell
changed.
me you were done.
It changed and went. Oh yeah, my game's been done for a little while. Sorry, I got talking with you and then lost track of what I was doing. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, it changed. I think in Windows XP, the extensions.
Oh, so this is something that's been known for a long time. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
out of it.
You just didn't notice. I mean, why would you notice? It's something you may not have paid attention to. You had no
Yeah.
reason to look at the file extensions. You just click them and it tells you what it is. So,
Hmm.
but the reason they took away file extensions is people were changing the names of things and forgetting to, that to rekey. Like somebody would have, picture.jpg and then they would go to rename it because they don't want it named picture and they would name it like something else and then they would forget to put the .jpg on there and then wonder why it didn't work.
Ah,
So they're like, okay, let's
gotcha.
let's make it so that the default is you don't show file extensions. So when you rename something, the file extension stays. Makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we just got rid of a center back, which gives us wait. Board have agreed that 1.9K is going to go to the transfer budget. My gosh, we're going to be rich.
You are so loaded. 1.9K, you can practically buy a bag of chips for every player on your team.
I know, right?
Twice. You could have a pizza party for your whole team. Oh.
Mm. It's really just to offload the salary, essentially, so we can get some more money.
Mo money is good. Met Nicholas
All right.
Stephenson on
Did
the verge of assist landmark.
did the
Yay.
Giants come back? Let's find out.
Oh my god, the Blue Jays have been upsetting me.
Oh, I bet against them today,
And did they
and
win
the
today?
answer's no. They are up 6-1 going into the ninth, so
Isn't
I'm
that
just gonna
just
say yes.
isn't that just the way?
Yeah.
I've been betting on
So
them. They keep blowing
it's
and I'm like, what?
it's so interesting because I had two free bets right the other day, and I
Yeah.
hit both of them for like $70 each,
Uh-huh.
and then I haven't won since, and I've been using my own money. So I'm like, well, I guess I can't win with my own money. I can only win with other people's money.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah,
But
I bet on the Blue Jays to win because they were starting their ace and
mm,
against the A's. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna win. And then they lost.
oh yeah,
I'm like,
oh
God
yeah.
damn it. So the next day I didn't bet on them. I'm like, screw those guys. Pissed me off. So the next day they win 16-1. I'm like, God damn you, Toronto. uh,
No, I totally understand.
uh,
Last Saturday I had another bet where it was four legs and the first three hit,
yeah.
and the fourth one was for the Angels and the Rockies to go under 12 and a half runs. And so I
Oh,
was at work and I showed my friend the bet and I'm like, this has a good chance of hitting. I've gone three or four already.
yeah.
So I get in my car on my way home
Hmm.
It's 2-0 going into the top of the second. The Angels go back to back to back on 3 straight pitchers, and they
Yeah.
end up scoring 13 runs in the second inning alone.
Yeah.
And they ended up winning 24-2, I think, or 24-1.
Yeah.
It's just like, of course, it's just there's
Because why
it's either
not?
yeah, it's either the first leg of the parlay or the last one.
True.
Never in the middle.
Oh, I think you're right about that. I paid $2.5 million for Stephenson. All these teams are like, "We'll give you $1 million." How about no? I mean, his value, quote unquote, went down to 1 to 1.3, but I paid $2.5 million for him. So not happening. He's coming with me all the way to the Premier League. I hope.
Absolutely.
I hope. As long as I don't get stuck in a division for a season, he should theoretically want to come with me.
I don't think you will.
I doubt it. This team, I'm the only place I may get stuck is the championship, but that I, I hope that I can build it up well. I'd be competitive in the championship right now, but I wouldn't win it right now. But I'm gonna have time to make additions by then. So okay, who am I playing? Grimsby Town, 16th. Away. I forgot to rest my players because I am a silly person. Oh dear. Can't play my new signing because he doesn't have a work permit. Don't you just love that?
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite.
How can you be a wingback or a fullback and have 4 crossing ability?
You can't. Not well, anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess you kind of just close your eyes and pray whenever you cross the ball.
Yeah.
that's not a that's not a recipe for success, I wouldn't think.
That doesn't seem too bad.
What, crossing the ball with your eyes closed? It is, trust me.
I don't know.
I know that's not what you meant.
I know.
Uh,
Tom Barnes, he's on the first team? There we
I
go.
guess I'll do that. That's a lot of changes on my team. Oof. Do I have a week off though? Wait, between this game and the next.
Um,
Uh no, I think if I send anybody on holiday right now, they miss the Newport. You know what? I don't know if I
huh,
trust Stephenson. Yeah, he'd missed the Newport County game as well, but I'm sending them anyways.
yeah.
I'm gonna send him anyways because he needs a rest, and I want him fresh for bigger games. Whoops! I just saved twice. I don't know why I do that because I'm neurotic about it. I worry about crashes.
Sure, it's okay.
Well,
Okay. I've gotten used to it.
yeah. Well, I like it now that the game takes like only 2 seconds to save. Not nearly
Yeah,
as
maybe
hard
that's
to
why I
handle.
don't even notice it because it
Remember? Do you
takes
remember when it
takes
was
so
like
long.
30 seconds to save a big game after 3 or 4 seasons? What was that? FM20, basically.
Do you want me to be honest?
Uh,
I don't.
you don't remember? Okay.
I no.
Do I have my minimum on Gems of War? Oh no, I don't. I haven't even started. Hasn't been on my
What?
list. I'm so well. I'm supposed to get minimums on this game that I'm playing because I'm in a guild. Yes. Anyhow, I have my minimums now. Oh, you're telling me I have them. I thought you were asking me if I had them. Oh, okay. Well, I have my minimums now. I didn't play my game.
There
Somebody
you go.
else did. So that's yay. I should have been playing it the last few days, though. Whoops. I already have my minimums. It's only been 3 days. You're not asking me, you're telling me. There we go. That's what I just realized. There was no question mark at the end of that other statement.
Oh, this is a crazy highlight.
I
Nice goal.
think I'm about to get scored on. Nope. Saved it. Did you score a goal or did they?
I scored a goal. Again, it was a crazy highlight, back and forth,
Oh,
bad
that's a red
touches
card.
everywhere.
Big time red card.
There you go.
Yeah, we're up a man. All right. That should definitely help us a little bit, considering I just played a ton of backups in this game. Let's go backups. Uh-oh.
Alright.
Now
I
this
need
is
to
good.
save the game as a template and try again.
Template. I don't like is you can't just save it and overwrite it.
I'll override a template, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that you cannot do that. Drives me bananas.
Obu, where have you come from? 2 goals in 9 minutes?
Who did that?
David Obu. I don't know who he is.
What? He's one of your better. Never mind. You don't keep track. You don't play it
I
often
don't.
enough to keep track. He's one of your better players. Now you know.
Well, yeah, he scored twice.
Yeah, central midfielder, isn't he?
I have him on the wing this game.
Oh well, if he can play there, great. Yeah, he's definitely one of your top players. So good that he's scoring for you.
He's Where is Gillingham in the league?
I don't recall. I just looked at the table, but I was only focusing on where Grimsby was.
Gillingham is 17th.
I know who's in first. I know who's in fourth. That's what I know for now.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I know the team I'm playing is in 16th.
That's all you need to know, really.
Yep, at the moment. I know who should be in second, but isn't. But we won't talk about that.
Yeah, we won't. We will not talk
You've
about it.
been giving away points to teams that don't deserve them. They get lucky sometimes. Well, they're jerks like that. How did they react to my feedback? Not bad, not bad. Although I have some players that are very, very tired. Don't particularly want to be subbing these guys out, putting in even more backup players, but
So they're still. Why are they still not loading in? That's the question.
well, it's a good question. I wish I knew the answer.
Yeah, you give me both.
But my next guess would be it's a size issue.
Um, they're actually. I don't think so because they all get resized.
Okay.
My understanding.
Well, the size can create the file to be too large, and if a file's too large, it won't resize it. It'll just simply not use it.
Let's see.
Not too large in terms of size, so much as too large in terms of you know
Pixels.
megabytes or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's definitely not an issue because I have logos
Okay.
that are bigger in size.
Okay. Well, so much for that theory then. Good to know, though.
I put in the wrong player. Undo, undo.
So- my mind took that to funny places. Undo, undo. Sounds like the name of an African footballer. Could be. You never know. A nickname, if
Uh,
nothing else.
Fantastic.
I thought it was kind of silly. Yeah. He's a left back in my imagination. I don't know why.
Um,
Seems like a good position for somebody with a nickname like that to play.
fair.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope these guys can hold on to the ball. We're playing kind of awful for a team that's up a man. We're only up 2-0, and they've been getting some chances even down a player because I'm playing so many backups, I think. But come on, team. Like that is sloppy play. Wow. Cannoneers basically holding this whole team together right now.
Nice. They scored right away.
So it's 1-1.
3-1.
3-1 for you? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not as bad. These guys are looking like they're gonna take a goal back from us. No, don't let him. Yay. Nice header. All right, Oakley, keep the ball in the box. And a nice pass to Sundergaard for a goal. All right, I will breathe a little easier now. Slow down the tempo of this match. Took, right? Did. I'd like to keep this clean sheet. And we did so. A win is a win is a win is a win. There's going 3-1 in the 62nd. Yeah, that's worth joining. Wow, Obo really did open up the scoring like fast on that one, didn't he? Two quick ones.
He did.
2 and 6. That's yeah. He meant business today. Good for him.
Thankfully.
Oh. Why do I not see the info? It might remember how you information boxes. Can I get them for a game I'm watching? Maybe not. Guess not, eh? That's strange. I thought I did before.
Oh my fucking god.
Uh, what's that? What's this button thing? Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. Oh, dope.
What?
I accidentally left the game because I'm trying to figure out how to
How to what?
put up like the match stats. I'm watching your match and I can't put up match stats, and I don't know why. Weird.
Go back into the game and let me see.
See them? Actually, they're right here.
Click on the top left EFL.
Ah, there it is.
Top left. The
Yeah,
other left.
that's where I went. Yeah, it's delayed. I'm sure the stream is delayed.
It is.
I,
I saw you go to your settings first.
well, that's because I opened it before you even said anything. Now I've got it though. Yeah, now I've got stats. Why did those disappear? Weird.
You must have clicked on it by accident, maybe.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think it's
Oh,
just
you
the
don't make
game being silly.
mistakes.
I blame the game.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't say I don't make mistakes. I know that I didn't click on that. That's what it is. That silly button. They have 2 goals off of that little possession and quality chances. Ouch.
Yep.
Why can't your team just hold on to leads?
Because they're near Manchester, just like this team.
This guy, though, he's having a good game. 8.5. Yeah, he is. Striker, however, not so good.
He came in. My starting striker or the one on the field now?
Nafati.
Yeah, he came in as a sub.
It doesn't say that. See. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong team. That's why. There he is. Okay, that explains a lot. I was looking at the wrong team. Good
Um,
times.
Alright. Are we
Come
gonna
on,
get one more?
put another one in. Oh, what a great header. Makda. He was already on a good rating. Now he'll really have one. Yeah, he was already rocking to 7.1 before he did that. Oh, look at that. Beats 2 players to it. Nice header. Nice. Oh, he's still on a 7.1. It didn't
Oh,
even go up. Oh, now it's 7.9. There it is, an update.
7.9.
Nice, though. Good game.
Yeah, very good game.
4-2 is not bad. Do do do. I played away against 16th and did okay. Now I play away against 23rd, so you really think we should be able to do okay? Hey, we secured
Yeah,
a playoff spot. Playoffs. Psh, we have much higher aspirations. I
yeah,
lost.
of winning the league pretty much.
I mean, I'm only 19 points ahead, shockingly enough. I really thought it would be a bigger lead than this right now. Wrexham have not lost many.
I want disengaged. Mm. I th- I think an issue with the logos is that I may have too many of them. Maybe.
I've never heard of that being a problem. It's an interesting theory, though. Doesn't mean it's not that. I've
So
just never heard of that.
so for whatever reason, hold on. Where's recovery? For whatever reason, when so you know how you can go into the team settings and change their logo
Hmm.
that way.
Yep,
Whenever you do that, and I go to my logos page, it only shows the first 1,000 logos, which includes the base logos from the game.
that's very possible that that's what it is then.
And the thing that comes to my head is why isn't it like on a base two? Like, 1,028. It's just 1,000.
These are
But
reasonable questions.
then another question is why can't you do more than that?
I
Um,
can't think of a reason why they would limit it like that, considering the
yeah,
file sizes on Out of the Park can get pretty outlandish.
huge.
I
Yeah.
mean, as long as you're allocating
Mhm.
memory to the game, what difference does it make? So yeah, this is these are definitely good questions that I wish I had any reliable theories for.
So yeah, I mean, I can go in and it'll auto load the logo if I have it. So like if I go, yeah. So if I do George Mason, it
Hmm.
just automatically loads it, but it won't load it from you know when I initially run the game. So
I guess you'll just have to spend some time manually loading them all.
so here comes my next conundrum.
Mm.
You ready for this?
Yeah, okay.
So I've done this NCAA league before,
Hi, Wayne.
right? Hi Wayne. Um, I've done this NCAA league before, and after clicking on the team home pages so many times, the game just freezes and crashes.
Hmm.
So if I can't go in individually every single logo because eventually the game is going to freeze and crash on me because I've had it happen before. I don't know why it does it, but it does it.
I've never
So
encountered that one. That's
you
frustrating.
probably never had a league with over 300 teams in it either.
I have. Oh, an individual league or multiple leagues?
Individual league.
Oh, I've never had an individual league with 300 teams. No,
Yeah.
no,
Yes. So
certainly
I
not.
think that's what renders it a bit unstable, in my opinion.
I have a feeling you could very well be right. Biggest league I had was 40 teams.
Yeah.
That was pretty massive to me.
Yep. I have the NCAA league as it's what 312 teams or something like that, and then I do like a March Madness style playoff.
With all of them.
No, not with all of them, but
Okay,
like
good.
I if you think about it, 64 out of 100 and out of 300 teams is only 20% of the teams,
True. True.
which I find amazing because like you really have to be good in order to make the
I
playoffs.
mean, I've heard of March Madness, but I've never encountered it because I live in Canada where nobody cares. March Madness here is just another month.
True, true,
Yeah,
true. Did you take part or decline in deadline day?
I took part. Did you?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, just in case there's any Don
This is
Callis
why
offers.
I ask you first before I
Hey, this
do
says
anything.
Daniel Gronerud is going to go to Rochdale for 67 million.
Funny. Wait, does
That's
it
what it
actually say
says.
that?
Yes, it's under the rumors.
We don't have that kind of money.
I
Who?
know, but he really wants to come play for you again.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Deadline day.
It's right here. If you want to look at my screen.
Okay. That is crazy.
Yep, that's a rumor. Oh, look, here's another one for you're going to sign Alfie Whiteman for 275K. I mean, I don't know where they get this stuff from. Oh, here's another one for you. You're going to sign Justin. Oh, I don't want to try to say that last name for 7.75 million.
What?
Yep. Apparently, you want to sign this guy for 7.75 million. I don't know where they think you're getting the money from. It's like just silly rumors. Oh yeah, it's even one of the top rumors. Look at today's headlines. You have two of the top headlines. I technically do one in, one out, but I wouldn't sell Stephenson. I definitely want to sign Clark. I've been trying to, but I don't have the money. They want
That is
31 million
crazy.
for him, and I don't have 31 million. Yeah, two of the biggest rumors are huge signings you're going to make for tens of millions, apparently.
Yeah, someone show me that money.
Like, right? Sure, you would hop right on that. Like, no problem. I'll
Oh,
sign those guys.
absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think they would actually join your team. I think they just make up silly things to make people, it's like real media, just to make people talk. Although, speaking of real media and stuff, the NHL draft is happening right now.
I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
Nor do I really care, to be
Oh,
honest.
all right.
All I know is that we saw that the Devils traded for a couple of players, and apparently they have one of the best top sixes in the entire league.
Well, Meyer re signed, so that helps.
Yes.
And we got Tyler Toffoli from Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
Traded a slightly younger version of him to do it, but the one you got back is more complete player now, like as of this moment. So I think it was a good trade. Well, yeah. So the Devils are
So
gonna competitive still, which is yay.
yeah, it'll be fun to watch.
Oh, I think they're a playoff team for the foreseeable future. How they do when they get there, it could be any which way. So I don't try to predict too much of the playoffs right now in NHL because it's just gone topsy turvy.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm bringing anyone in. Do I even have money? I mean, technically I have. Oh, technically I have tons of money if I want, but I don't want. I want to keep my team as is.
I'll probably offer these two players out.
I had to loan out one central defender I brought in because I couldn't get a work permit for him. Sad though that makes me.
Look, we got Devonte Davenport. Nice.
Javante Davenport. Did you just sign this guy? Did you?
All alone.
I was gonna look at loans, and then I decided to, like I said, keep my team exactly as is. What I really wanted was a backup right back, but I got that last time we were playing on loan. And well, I mean, there's a couple of players I really like to have acquired. I acquired a really great center back that looks like he's going to be a top prospect down the line, but again, no work permit, can't use him. So I shipped him off on loan. because this guy's leaving. So I signed a replacement for him, but I can't use that replacement yet. And so I will whine a lot. That's my strategy right now.
All right, we're gonna try something here.
Uh oh. Should I duck?
No, you might be phrasing it. I don't know.
Oh.
Basically, I'm just gonna try and offload anybody on a lot of money that's not playing a lot for 100% of their wages to try and free up some wage space.
As long as they're paying all their wages, yep. Millwall Mankato offers. So did you transfer list all these players you're trying to exile?
No, just loan listed them. So like they have between 3 and 4 star potential
Huh? Adam
because it's on.
Speedy. Adam Speedy? His last name is Speedy. Is he fast? No. Not well, I mean he is, kind of. For our division, he is. Mike From, I remember him. That's just 2 players listed for loan. Who else listed for loan? I expected there to be like this big loany fire sale happening, but it's 2 players. You're going to sleep? Okay, have a good sleep.
I don't need advanced forwards.
Well, I'm going to get a new drink. I'll be right
Go ahead.
back. Okay, I got a new drink. New drink Ken has.
Nice. Did
Yeah.
you have your chips too?
No, I don't. I had donuts instead.
Hold on 1 second. Oh, so that's why you talked about donuts.
Yeah, Aaron, because I actually had some. I was sitting here eating them. I'm like, you want a donut? Oh, I didn't. Is this guy on my short list? Oh, he is. I understand now. I will remove him from my short list. He's 22. Why did I want this guy? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You got sold to someone else. Here's the center back I really want. It's this guy from my old Lingby team. All I need is 35 million. Nothing to it, right?
Ooh, just a bit of money.
Why are they asking me? I'll sell him, but only if the price is right. The right price is what's he worth? It says he's worth 375k. So the right price is 3 million. Then I'll sell him. I don't want to sell any of my players with this low of a value because we're in League Two and it really siphons the value of my players lower. You know, kind of like we had issues with Ireland way back. But at least in this one, we have a chance to go up and improve this. This says Shea Charles is my most. Oh no, Kim Shabert is my. But Shea Charles is worth more than Stephenson. How does this game do that? There's no way that's true. Even this is like Louis Mayo is worth more than Stephenson. What the hell? I sometimes question how this game comes up with transfer values. I really do. George White, not even playing, and he's got the highest transfer.
Sorry.
For what?
Oh, you started talking and then you were just like hit continue.
That's all good. I was just looking at transfer values while I waited. Just rambling about a bunch of random crap. Anybody offered me what some of these players are worth, I would jump at it. But then there's others who have low values that I would not want to sell for what they're listed at. Okay, so who did I end up selling him to? Burnley. That's why his transfer value went up so high. What did I sell him for? 500K. And now he's worth 9.2 million just because he's on Burnley, but he's back at loan for me. That's some horseshit right there. Ugh. Lazio make loan approach for Stephens? Get out of here.
Get out of town.
I know. I mean, I understand why everybody wants him. He's going to be a bona fide star player in the top division somewhere, probably. But I'm hoping that it's in the Premier League with me. If I made this idiot a promise, that's what I need. Promises. Okay.
Good idea. I'm gonna look at that too.
He's pleased to see progress, but I have 217 days to sell him, so.
Oh, the U.S. is playing tonight.
In what?
The Gold Cup. St. Kitts and Nevis.
Care about that, but not the draft.
Um, it's not that I care about it. It's just that I have more soccer related stuff on my Facebook and my Twitter
Mhm.
than I do hockey.
Mhm. I mean, I could share something extra funny with you. I'm going to.
I will, and I'll tell you.
It is really, 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 really funny. So
Yeah.
in Nashville, which is where the draft is happening, there's this guy
Uh,
walking around interviewing people,
uh,
and this is one of the interviews, and he doesn't realize that he's actually talking to the GM of the Chicago Blackhawks the whole time.
oh, jeez.
And I mean, the GM of the Blackhawks, it just looks like a young guy with his hat backwards. There,
It
it could be
does.
anybody off the street. So I mean, I don't blame him for not knowing that that's the general manager of the Blackhawks. But he doesn't let on. He doesn't tell him. He just totally plays up to it the whole time.
I cannot wait to listen to that after
It is.
this.
It's actually really, really funny. Yeah, I now like the GM of the Blackhawks just a little bit more because he's actually a funny person. Like that's great. I wonder, like, eventually somebody must have told this guy in these interviews, "Hey, that was the actual general manager of the Chicago Blackhawks," and I'm sure he's like, "Oh my god, you're right."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could you? I couldn't. Could you imagine doing that? Talking to somebody and not realizing.
yeah. Well, and asking him hockey questions too.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's like, can you name how many players can you name in 30 seconds? And he starts naming, like he says Gretzky Lemieux first, and then he starts naming every Chicago Blackhawk on the current roster. The guy just doesn't
That's
pick up at
impressive.
all. Doesn't pick it up at all.
Oh man. Ah. Well, that's.
And I like his. So yeah, I'll just let you listen to it. I'm not going to tell you what else is on there because it's so funny.
Oh, I'd like to have you in on loan, but I can't.
It's hard not to tell you about it because I just now it's just killing me laughing at it. The very okay, so, fuck it. The very last question he asks is, "Do you think that the NHL uh, draft was rigged for the Chicago Blackhawks?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "You sound pretty confident about this." Like, yeah, I'm pretty confident.
I'm gonna send that to Matt to have him look at.
Just laugh the whole time.
You know what? Let me do it this way. He'll get a good kick out of it.
Oh, it's just, yeah, it's one of those rare things in life that you just don't encounter very often. I mean, I don't expect people in Nashville to know the face of every friggin' GM. I mean, honestly, I don't think I would have recognized him to look at him. Like, doesn't look familiar to me.
Mm, yeah. Um. I don't know. I guess. I wonder if it's because they're not like well, very popular. I guess. Because like I'm trying to think. Like, imagine if like Matt did that with baseball.
Hmm.
I would die of laughter
Right.
because he's even before he worked with Major League Baseball, he knows a lot of players, a lot of faces, and their numbers on their team too.
True, true, true. I know a lot of
And
faces of
like,
GMs in the NHL. Just I didn't know Kyle Davidson's face. I honestly don't think I've ever seen him very often. So yeah, it never occurred to me.
mhm,
Probably never would have occurred to me to be like, hey, that's Kyle Davidson. But yeah, that's. I mean, he's one of the younger GMs in the league. To be fair, he got
of
there by
course.
earning his way there. He's not even a former player or anything. So
Ah,
must be a smart sports guy to have gotten the job, obviously. But yeah, yeah. Just looking at that interviewer, I'm just like looking at him, and I'm like, I could see how you wouldn't know it's him. You just wouldn't know. He just looks like some guy on the street. And I like that places like Nashville, there's enough anonymity that sports figures can just walk around there without being, you know, approached.
yeah.
It's what like some of the players in New Jersey even say that that's the case. Some of the Devils, they go to the
Hmm.
grocery stores and nobody bothers them. You got to feel bad for some of the guys in bigger like Canadian markets like Toronto and Edmonton. Edmonton Oiler guys, they could never go to the supermarket here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They would just be absolutely swarmed. Like they have to go places that are exclusively for them, so to speak. Like there's one bar
Hmm.
here that lets in Edmonton Oilers, and anybody else who wants to go in there has to have some affiliation with the club or permission from one of the players.
Wow.
Yeah, because they get tired of them being harassed all the time, and that's the only bar they go to.
Mm.
Yeah,
I feel like players who aren't as popular have to like the bit of anonymity that they have,
yeah,
where like they can just go out and do quote normal people stuff.
yeah. Wayne Gretzky said he liked living in Phoenix because he could walk around and people didn't recognize him.
Nobody knew who he was. Yeah.
That's one of the most famous people on planet Earth. But he could walk around
Hmm.
Phoenix, no problem. He couldn't walk
Yeah.
around LA. Oh no. Even in LA,
Oh
people
no
got
no.
starstruck. And I'm like, in LA?
Oh, absolutely.
Like that's a
Absolutely.
place for famous people to just walking around all the but it's funny, like Gretzky talked about how other famous people were usually the ones approaching him when he lived in Los Angeles. It's like, yep,
Nice.
actors walking up asking you for your autograph. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty awesome. Imagine they just exchange at that point. Sure, I'll give you
Probably.
my autograph if I could get yours. That kind of thing. Yeah. I think it would be super cool to just run into one of your favorite hockey players walking around. But yeah, in Edmonton, Calgary, places, all the Canadian cities, basically, none of the players can just go out and do things. That is sad for them, I think.
One.
Even actors get that though, like in Hollywood and stuff, just going and walking around, people just bombard them. And then they show clips of them, being snappy or mean towards fans, but it's like, just leave them alone. Like they're not,
Exactly.
they just don't want
Exactly.
to be bothered. Like I can understand how some of them get irritated. I really can.
Yeah. So what about the thought that it's, the normal person is their first time seeing said player and they're super excited and they just want like a picture or something
Then ask nicely.
and then they get yeah.
It's that simple. If you have good
Yeah.
manners, a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, that's cool. Be like, hey, like this is my first time ever encountering a big person. You're one of my favorites. Could I just snap a picture with you quick? Like I don't think there's anything wrong with asking that. Most of them will be like, yeah,
I
cool.
agree.
Because it only takes a couple seconds out of their day. But if you're going to walk up to them all excited, energy way up, you're like, oh my God, it's you. Oh, you absolutely
Hmm.
have to take a picture with me. Oh, it's amazing. If you do that to them, they're just going
Hmm.
to be like, whoa,
No, like get
slow
away
your
from me.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly think one of my favorite all time people that summarized it just like that, basically the way I'm describing it, was Samuel L. Jackson. He's great. He's just
Okay.
like, if somebody comes up to him, calm, polite, he'll take a few seconds, no problem. But if you come up to him like with energy up here, be pushed here demanding, he's going to tell you to fuck off. That's just how he is. Like, that's fair. He's a person too.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I think this is the team I'm going with.
Plus, he's definitely a person that will tell you to fuck off and not be shy about
Mhm.
it. That's just kind of part of his whole thing. I mean, I think Samuel L. Jackson's attitude is part of his charm. So, but yeah, there's a couple of clips that he made making fun of that kind of idea of people approaching you and it's whatnot. And there's this one guy be like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan." He's like, "Oh yeah, thanks." Like, what did you like? And he starts naming movies that he wasn't in.
Oh God.
He's like, "I wasn't in that." Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I love how he does that. It's like, are you sure? Like he doesn't
And then
know
they
what he
double
was in.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny to me. uh, yep.
Mhm.
And I mean, I think he makes fun just because it's something that's happened to him a few times. Is people
Mhm.
confuse him for somebody else. Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I loved you in the Matrix." He's like, "That was Lawrence Fishburne." But what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
uh,
I couldn't do something like that because I'm not good with actors and actresses. I would just
I am. Like
I
I
don't
can
know.
I can name most movies a actor or actress has been in
Oh, I know
by
you
their
can.
face or whatnot. It just sticks. It's not something I do on purpose. But like if I was to meet up with an actor and be like, "Oh, thanks. What did you like?" I'd be able to probably name 3 or 4 movies that I liked them in, and it wouldn't necessarily all be their biggest ones. You know, yeah, you saw that Lawrence Fishburne thing, did you, Wayne? That was funny, right? It's like, that was Lawrence Fishburne. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. uh, oh God, that clip. If you Wayne, if you find a link to that clip, could you give it to me in Discord? Because I'd love to share that with Jacob. I think he'd find it hilarious. Just Samuel L. Jackson doing his thing. If I met Samuel L. Jackson today, one of the first things, if he asked me what I liked about it, what he did, I said, like I like a lot of his movies, but I think one of my favorite things that he did was when he did the audio reading of "Go the Fuck to Sleep." That tore me up, man. I laughed so hard at that one. That was great. Yep.
It's a 40.
There's a book. It's a children's book, and it's called "Go the Fuck to Sleep." And so when they got somebody to read the audio version of it, I was like, Samuel L. Jackson, that's perfect. Couldn't have got somebody better, I don't think. I mean, I bought it to listen to just because he was the one reading it. So good marketing ploy by whoever did that. Presumably the writer, but you never know. The fact he agreed to do it is what made it extra awesome. I need Mauro Icardi on my League Two team. I mean, I don't imagine that would be easy to accomplish.
No, you can't watch anyway, so don't worry about it.
What's that?
No, I'm talking to my
Oh,
niece.
oh, you're talking to me.
But
Okay. Oh, right. Oh, he posted it in the funny stuff on my channel. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. I'll just put it in your. There. You got two funny things to watch later. I will not give you more because I know you get overwhelmed. To be fair, though, the GM one is really short.
yeah.
Because it's just a quick on the street interview, and those aren't very long. I think if he knew that was the Chicago Blackhawks GM, he probably would have had a longer interview and maybe ask different questions.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Second, odds or evens go.
Odds.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, yeah, no problem. I just didn't think about it or say for what or nothing. I know that's what you wanted.
Turn it down.
There was a moment
Come on.
where I was about to be like, for what? But then I was like, no, that's not what he wants. Don't think, just answer.
Um, to decide which broadcast I was gonna listen to.
Oh,
So
nice. Well, I hope I picked
Angels,
something good.
the Angels White Sox. You picked the White Sox broadcast, which
That sounds all right.
doesn't matter.
If it was hard to decide, then I mean, you can't really go wrong either way, can you?
Yeah.
If it was a tough choice, now it has become easier. That's a funny first time chat just from a random place. Bro, you need Mauro Icardi. He has 30 centimeters. And I'm like, I'm
Oh.
playing in League Two. I don't think that's relevant. But yeah. First time message just out of the blue. Yeah. Some are more amusing than others. What are you going to do?
Excuse me. Wait a second. Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. 77 minutes. You're up 2-1. Let's jump in there. Try to root for
This
you.
was. Hold on. I need 2 seconds.
Maybe this person's watching one of my old streams and answering something from that. I just thought of that. Maybe I'm talking about tall strikers. It's like from the Lingby game.
Houston.
Hard to say. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Okay, this isn't.
Maybe they just go from FM stream to FM stream and just randomly type that in there.
You never know.
I don't. That's why I like to come up with funny theories. Oh crap! I got up and I filled my old water bottle and didn't grab a new drink. Go figure. Hey, 1 sec. It's amazing to me how many times I'll do that. I'll be like, I'm going to get a new drink. And then I take my old bottle and I go and I fill it up so I can leave it over there, right? So it has water in it. Then I refill up the water filter so it's refilling for later. And then I sit down and be like, yep, there we go. Forgot to grab the new drink out of the fridge on the way. What are you going to do? Let's see how this game is going.
Just really.
They just tied it up. I was just looking at the numbers like, wow, you should be demolishing these guys. And then they tied it up. What is going on? It's funny. This is the second team in a row playing the same formation as you.
Oh.
Yeah. You're playing against teams playing the exact same formation that you are. But wow, they don't deserve to be in this game. Your finishing, your shots on goal are a little not good. They're
You
making
know
the
what?
most of possession with a higher OPPDA, though.
I know how to fix it.
Training, yeah.
No, work the ball into the box.
Ah, sounds good. Yeah, you need more shots on target. That's all. And then subsequently, that'll give you more possession, and then they'll have less chances to have the ball, etc., etc., etc. That was a very disappointing draw. Not that I need to tell you that because you were there.
You don't have to tell me that.
Sorry. Does that put you fifth? Oh no.
It's still only 2 points out.
From auto promotion,
Um,
yes, absolutely.
yeah.
It's not a lost cause. I just was really hoping you'd finish second, but that's not going to happen now.
Tactics.
And mathematically, it could happen, but Wrexham would have to go on a hell of a free fall.
Training.
That's 2 games in a row, though. I jump in your game. Your numbers look good. You're dominating the ball. You're doing everything right, and I'm just like, you need more shots on target. 'Cause that's all I can see. Other than that, everything looks good. Strangely enough,
No.
you
Yeah.
know, do you know
Go ahead.
how I fix not getting enough shots on target? Is I tell some of my shooters to shoot less often.
It's already a default for me.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Um.
Already on top of that.
In fact, not in this format. So yeah, before I changed this formation, even at AGF, I would have the shoot less often because early on in the game cycle, I'd get so annoyed at players just wasting shots,
Yep.
and so it became pretty much a standard for my forwards and attacking midfielders to shoot less often.
Very fair. Very.
Ho- However, to counter that with this particular formation, I pay attention to long shots as well,
Mhm.
like the attribute for my top four, my front four.
Reasonable.
So I used to never even look at it, but here I do with my inside forwards and my shadow striker.
That's because you are smart.
Thank you.
Mhm.
It doesn't happen all the time.
Well, no, I don't think anybody can be smart all the time.
So it's this Angels game is 3-2.
For who?
For Chicago, and I have over 7.5 runs. So that
You
means
need more offense. What inning is
I
it in?
need second.
Oh, probably should make
You
it
would
then.
you would think, right?
I would. I would. I would think that they're going to muster more offense. There's no guarantee, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Many's a time I've seen the 3-2 game where all the runs were scored in the first couple innings. It's happened. It's
And that's it.
happened. Yep. So you can't discount that possibility, but I wouldn't bet on it staying that way. Usually, if there's 5 runs in the first couple innings, there's more later on. 7.5, and
Usually
you've already
was.
got 5, so you just need 3 more to score. It's reasonable to hope for. Weekly staff meeting. Offers
Nice.
made
So
for
your first
buy one
game out on
percent.
loan and you get a red card.
Hey! All right, for whoever that was. But not really.
One of my players.
I assumed. That part I could have assumed. Yep. Yep. No, that person just showed up, dropped that in there, and left.
Funny, I just checked that myself.
uh, I wonder if they're still there, just kind of watching me talk about them. But no, no, they just dumped that in there and left. Probably think they're doing everybody a favor. Oh, I found this amazing player that nobody's probably ever heard of.
Yeah, right.
Like Mario Kart, he's been around.
Spend some more. Yeah, so going back to your question about what to do for next year, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Because I mean, we did this where we could jump onto Accrington and Rochdale. I forgot who you were for a minute. Wow, that's strange. And because it was just kind of a fun way to finish out the season, and we knew that time was going to wind down and stuff. Because the Denmark thing was great, but there wasn't a lot more we were going to do. And I'm just like, we can continue a save. I don't know if we would continue this one per se.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't know.
This doesn't seem like a long term one for me. But what does? That's the other question. What would we play that we would
See,
want
now
to do for lots of seasons?
here's the thing. Now we can pretty much do whatever we want because we can. It's we can import games into the new cycle
Hmm.
if we want.
I'm pretty stoked on that. So we'll have to see. But what is something we'd want to
What
play
kind of what
long
kind of?
term?
I was just gonna say, what about you? What are you looking for? Like what?
I don't know. I liked the idea at one point of us both running two teams. But I also recognize that that could take very time consuming. I haven't the
Do you
slightest
like
idea.
were one's like a senior affiliate to the other?
Yeah, that's usually how I like to do it. They don't necessarily have to be in the same country.
Mm,
But long term, I don't know. Uh, because we talked about doing Build a Nation where we had more control of more than one team.
yes,
But we could take one from the top division, one from the bottom division. Eventually, hopefully, if we do things well, we would end up with four teams that were highly competitive. And then we could really see if we could challenge for the top four places.
that's intriguing.
Is the only thing we haven't done
Uh,
that I want to do is build a nation into the top four.
of Europe.
Yeah, because that is to me one of the hardest things to accomplish.
Um, give me a second now. Okay, I guess I can't look at it that way.
And we did say we need more
Let's
than
see
two
this.
teams to make it happen. Well, let's be more than two teams. Even if like our lower like we have a main team and our lower team, and yeah, we'd affiliate them. That's the best way to build them up. But even if our lower team we did instant results on, just to keep the flow moving, that would still be very,
Mhm.
very good. And knowing that we could do that for multiple seasons, I wouldn't feel as much of a rush, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like we
How hard of a challenge do you want it to be?
well, if we have four teams, it has to be doable. Let's put it that way. Like
Okay.
it can't just be like the one team that only qualifies through that one cup. Oh, I don't
Okay.
remember. What was that one?
Conference League.
Which one was that?
The Conference League?
No, no. Which country was that? Nation.
Liechtenstein.
Yeah, yeah. So like that's not doable. You couldn't ever get them into the top four. Can't be done. So yeah, that eliminates that. But aside from that, I'm pretty much up for most anything. To 15th and we're home, but then we're home to 12th. So let out some air there.
Huh?
Nothing. I'm just talking to myself, being silly. Don't
That
mind
happens a
me.
lot.
It does actually.
I need to figure out which of these players I can put on the bench.
But yeah, it's tell me what you're thinking when you're like, how hard do you want it to be? I was like, oh God, what do you
Mm,
got?
So my first thought, the thought that went straight to my mind was Gibraltar.
Is it doable?
Um, that's why I asked how how hard do you want it to be?
It has to be doable. That's my
I
only
know,
that's my only caveat. Otherwise, why do it?
bro. But they start off with only one team in the Champions League, and
Mhm.
I think two in the Conference League.
That's not terrible. That's
But
not
like their
terrible at all.
facilities and everything is like really, really poor.
Mhm. I don't know how you would build them up then.
Uh, a lot of playing. The seasons, as far as I'm aware, aren't long. I don't have a
Mm.
center defensive midfielder, do I? All right, it looks like you're coming up the first team.
Gibraltar, famous for having a rock, affectionately referred to as the Rock of Gibraltar, as most people may well know. Gibraltar's way down there, huh?
It's geographically in Africa.
Uh, no, no, it's more just below Spain. It's actually not
Even
quite in Africa.
geographically,
It's really not.
it, okay.
Not quite. Not quite. It's still water between it and Africa. Did you want me to put the picture up there so you can see?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not in Africa. It's very much attached to Europe. But that's fascinating. I'm so one Champions League and a couple of lower down leagues. So that's three European spots. That's not terrible. Making progress with bad facilities, however, that sounds very challenging.
Yeah, that's the main challenge. All right.
You're not going to get a ton of good
Farland,
youth, obviously, because
at least
that's
not in the beginning.
not in the start. That's right. You'd really have to try to build that up. Ooh, that's yeah.
Before I even was going to ask that, my next question was going to be, does it have to be in Europe? But that was pretty much answered quite quickly.
Well, I mean, I prefer it that way. Okay. All right. So I'm just looking up some people who did it. So apparently, once you get to the top 40 leagues in Europe, just out of
Uh,
the question to do within a few seasons, your TV deal starts to get much better. That's
I
where you.
didn't think you get TV deals. I thought they got rid of that in the game. But I guess not.
Oh, this might be older then, because yeah, this isn't even FM23 they're talking about here.
So, in older FMs, I know for a fact that once you were in the top 8, you would get TV deals. It was kind of fluid, but this is, you know, 10 editions ago.
This guy on FM, what's this one? 23? FM 23. He's got Gibraltar save. After 30 years, he finally won the World Cup with Gibraltar, and he can confirm that dynamic youth rating is a thing because it increased from 35 to 36. Ouch! You're gonna need more
Well,
progress than that. But that's just with the national team. That's not playing as a team there.
but
I don't think so.
this was FM 23. Oh, last year was the issue with dynamic youth rating, right?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it last year that was? Yeah.
At the start, it wasn't working right, and then they fixed, quote unquote, fixed it. And I don't know how it's doing this year. We didn't really look at it, did we?
No.
Yeah, we haven't had a reason to look at it this season. Now I'm
Yeah, partly
curious.
because, well, you can still look at. um what the youth rating for the Denmark team is, and I can go back and see what it was in the beginning of FM.
True.
I
True.
can I can do that.
That's a fantastic idea. Let's do that thing you said with words.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm curious. Because if it improved, and I mean, I think it would have based on the success we had. I won the World Cup with them,
Uh-huh.
and you and I did reasonably well. Neither of us blew the roof off the thing or nothing, but I feel like we had a moderate amount of success. We got them up to what, fifth, I think, in the European rankings. It's pretty good.
Or something like that.
I think fifth or sixth. It doesn't matter. Point is, we did well, in my opinion. So let's definitely look at that after this game.
Uh
Or do I need to wait till the end of the game? I technically don't. I have a Danish player right here. So I could just click on. Can't I click on the flag? No. Arroo. Squad. Now I can click on it here. I go here and I go edit national details. Here, generated plays. Youth rating 124. Go back to my match.
uh 91 is what they started off with.
Then it works.
Yeah.
That's encouraging to know. Wow, we really got it up a bunch. Now
Yeah.
I wish we were paying attention to it. Shit. We did well.
Wow. Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah. Damn,
That's good.
we did that much without even knowing it is the funniest part. So go us. So yeah, something like Gibraltar. That sounds hard, but you know me, I'm down for a difficult challenge as long as it's doable.
So yeah, with Gibraltar, the only thing is, and I don't know if still care about it, is
Mm,
that you have to download the official SI Gibraltar database.
yeah, I don't care about having to do that.
Okay.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
Zero issues there. I'd download whatever the hell we need.
All right. Matt answered me. Let's see what he said.
Oh,
My God.
that's all he said. It's funny though.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. That's a good response. I hope he was amused, if nothing else. I got a kick out of it.
So the Angels White Sox game is at 7 runs in the third.
Yeah, you're gonna get your over.
Let's hope.
I mean, it would be pretty awful if you didn't. I gotta say, like, oof.
Oh, I agree.
So we'll just hope for the best, but it sounds like you're gonna get it.
Take a look at.
Come on, guys. All I want you to do. There we go. Give them a red card. That'll make it easier. I was like, all I want you to do is hold on to the clean sheet. Then they took a red card. That's going to make it a little easier. I hope. But Stephenson back, and he's nice and fresh out there driving possession. He also has the highest rating for us right now. I was hoping to get a penalty in this game so he could add another goal, but he got an assist, which means I think he just broke the record for most assists in a season in League Two.
Wow.
They said he was on the verge of it. I think they only said he was one away, and he just got that. So we'll see if the news comes up after that. Let's see, you're winning again. I'm not jumping into your game. No, wait, it's not even halftime. I've got lots of time. I'm jumping in. Last time I jumped in, the other team bloody tied it up. I'm like, no, don't bring back that curse. I don't like that one. Wow, this is better. 3 shots on target out of 7 chances. That's much nicer to see. I'm getting a little bit more patient with the ball. 62% possession still. Passing completion is good. Winning your tackles. Headers are about even. That's fine though. You don't have the tallest team, so that's mostly determination, I would think. Average rating is good. High intensity sprints. Well, I don't know if how intense your tactic is, but probably less than theirs from the look of it. But when it comes to OPPDA, yeah, you're dominating this game. This is your game. Both of the last two games where it was too close is that you actually were losing the OPPDA. This time you're not.
So that's the main driving factor of how you win a game.
It's one of them, absolutely. Is that if even if they don't have as much possession, if they're getting more quality passes before you stop them, yeah, they can do a lot with that.
True.
It's one of the things I like to watch. It's your fault. You pointed it out to me. But it's something I like to watch in a game where I'm just like, this is starting to feel a little too close. So I look at that. And if I see that it's even or I'm losing it, I will make changes to try to make sure that they don't get as many passes off anymore and that we improve ours. Because it's funny how passing percentage and possession you would think would be enough to tell that you're getting more passes per possession than the other team, but that's not necessarily true. You can have more of the ball and still have it taken away pretty quickly.
Yes.
And that's not what you want.
Jordan Shipley. I had him at some point somewhere.
I'm quite sure you did actually. Come on, team, stop them. That's not stopping them. What did you change on that last break?
Oh,
Did you,
it's Lewis Shipley.
did you change something on that last break?
Well, it doesn't help that my center back is on a 6.3.
Nope, get him off. He's not going to improve at this point. God, 6.3. Yikes.
Um,
I find if a center back isn't 6.5 or above after halftime, they almost never improve. But I hate replacing my center backs because I almost never have a third or fourth one that's anywhere near as good as my top two. Because if you do, well, then they start bitching for playing time, don't they? Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna look over here at something else, so I'm not watching your game. Tell your players I'm not watching the game anymore. Maybe that'll calm them down.
oh, that was
I
close.
don't understand what this person wrote. Those like, bro, you need Maro Icardi. He has 30 centimeters. And I was thinking, 30 centimeters. That's not. That's like a foot. What?
Yeah, it's actually
What's he?
yeah.
So what's he trying to say? Sorry, I know that's just random to be bringing that up again, but I'm like, that's perplexing.
Oh, Matt says please don't laugh at this question, and goes Pulisic's not on the Gold Cup team. See,
I,
this is what happens when new people are getting into soccer and they're watching an international competition with the U.S. They want the best players, but USSF doesn't care about the Gold Cup really. So they bring in their B team, and then these people who are trying to get into soccer are like, where are all these stars for? Why aren't they on the team? It's a international competition.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you do it in Football Manager, the entire first team is like, why haven't you chosen me for this competition?
Yep. Well, to answer that, I would say because Football Manager's doing it right, it should matter.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're
All right.
absolutely right.
That was a nervy win, but it's a win nonetheless. But yeah, wow. I'm baffled by how your team is playing as well as it is, but your games are still so tight. You should be dominating these teams. Hmm. You don't lack the talent for it, that's for sure.
All right, let's see. We're gonna do a little bit of research here.
We clinched promotion. What's my initial budget? My wage budget for the next season is 96K. My transfer budget's 141K. So I didn't get much of a transfer budget, partially because I spent most of it already last season, to be fair. It's okay. I'm confident with my team as is going through League One as well. A couple of loans here and there, maybe, but yeah, no, they didn't give me much in the way of a transfer budget. But they upped my wage budget a little. Let's see what I can get my transfer budget up to if I wanted to. Not much. Not much at all. So that wage budget, I wonder, with promotion wage rises, how much that's gonna hurt us. Might need to
Do I not have any performance analysts? No, I have one.
hooray. Actually, I signed most of these contracts, so most of them don't even have promotion wage rises because I don't allow that shit. That's awesome. I might have a ton of wage budget next season for re-signing some of these guys. With them,
What am I looking for? I'm looking for.
this guy has one, but that's reasonable. This one too. Hopefully, this
Keep
doesn't set off a
funds.
chain reaction of other people wanting more money because other people's wages increased. So you've got 4 years. Let's see if I can't. See if I can't get this guy.
Why can't I find it?
May not get a work permit. Sure, this guy's locked up for a while and unsellable to other teams.
Squad planner. System report. Here we go.
That's reasonable.
25 of the 57 assists allowed in the last 50 matches have come from crosses.
Yeah. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come
So is that literally just saying stop crosses and that's it?
on. That's gonna help. So that's goals against you, you mean?
Yeah.
Sounds like your central defenders aren't clearing balls as well as they ought to. Are they just shorter than the strikers they're playing against? Let's go look. So you're starting 6'4", 15 jumping reach, but only 11 heading. But still, he shouldn't be easy. Tarrington is 6 foot with 11 jumping reach and 13 heading. He shouldn't be getting beat easily. Let's look at your wing backs. Marking 11, tackling 14. He shouldn't be having issues. Barnes 9 and 14. Wow. I am actually baffled by why you're getting beat so easily.
Here's a question.
Mm.
In the tactic, I have, and I think this only applies to The offensive side?
Hmm,
Yeah, when the team has the ball, stay wider. My fullbacks stay wider when the team has the ball. That's it.
okay. That's not a question.
Oh, okay. So stay wider it doesn't have an impact on that, does it?
On your defense? No.
Exactly.
I
That's
mean,
what I thought.
it's possible they're just not tracking back as quickly, but I didn't see them out of position in any of those games. I saw strikers beating your central defenders to balls quite cleanly, and so maybe that's what's doing it, but I can't say for sure. Like you have two good central defenders there. I
All right.
mean, to be
So I'm
fair,
gonna have.
I'll look at my own and compare it. So I got Mayo, who's 6'2", with 16 jumping reach and 14 heading. I have Winton, who's
All right.
6'6", with 15 jumping reach and 14 heading. That's why I don't give up crosses.
All right. So the two things that I changed were I set to stop crosses, and I told my ball winning midfielder to hold position.
Sorry, just gonna.
Uh,
Yes,
in
Wade,
the
you're
DM
right.
role.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Well,
Yeah, so
I can't figure out what the issue could possibly be. For your defenders don't look bad, but they're also not like small mountains like mine are. Both of your defensive midfielders are 5'11". They're not short by any stretch, but neither of them has a ton of jumping or heading. Ooh, Farland 6 jumping at 5'11". he
no,
just
he's
he
only there for one game, just one game. He just got
Okay,
just
yeah,
for rotation.
yeah. That guy's got no vert.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. No, I just look at it. What you got going on?
Oh, bases loaded, one out.
It's exciting.
Watch him ground into a double play. Oh
Make
nope, the base hit.
make contact almost anywhere, and you will be good.
Yeah.
I hate that in baseball. It's like there is no excuse for like striking out when you have bases loaded, one out. There's just none. There's no excuse for sometimes, like hitting into a double play you can't help all the time, but I still think that's awful when it happens.
Keeping out of
You don't have to hit the ball out of the yard, just make solid contact somewhere and you're gonna get a run.
yeah.
Yeah, I've watched guys that they strike out.
Congratulations, you just won your parlay. Thank you.
Hooray!
Now I can turn off the baseball game.
Extra hooray! Yep. Okay, I'll look after that later. Thank you. Now you can turn it off. Oh, I mean, all right.
Yeah.
Good, but you don't have to.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ian and I are watching the slaughtering. What's the score? Four
The
nothing is not
slaughtering.
a 4
Nope.
nothing.
The crunchy monsters have no crunchies. Okay, so I'll do that after I'm done here.
Oh, 12 shots, 7 on target.
That was your last game?
Yeah. No, that's the USA game right now.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. In the 37th minute.
Yeah, they're sleepy now, but I'll feed them after I'm done here. In like a little over an hour ish. Jacob usually likes to go to what, midnight his time?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I've got like an hour and 15 minutes and then feed crunchy monsters. My cats, they like food, but they're
Mhm.
sleeping right now, so I'm not going to feed them. I see no reason to wake them up for food when they just lay there and behave themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But inevitably, one of them will show up soon and be like, hey, human, my bowl is empty. Fix that. They don't like having an empty bowl, as most pets don't, so.
Do we have any ice cream?
I've got lots of ice cream. You want some ice cream? Tons of ice cream.
We have blueberry cream cheesecake ice cream. I wonder who
Oh,
got that.
but okay, tradesies.
Yeah. No, my dad likes to buy ice cream that nobody likes.
Blueberry cheesecake. That sounds great.
No.
Dude, really? You don't like the sound of that?
My family doesn't like the sound of it.
I think that sounds awesome. I'd eat that. Well, then
You're
you
weird.
definitely want to trade with me. I've got like cookies and cream. I've got
Oh yes, I'm going to Edmonton right now.
I've got the other one I have is peanut butter swirl. I don't know if
You
how,
guys want cookies and cream or peanut butter swirl? You want cookies and cream?
yeah.
I'm just asking. Yeah, they want it.
Yes, I'll trade you for the blueberry cheesecake.
All right, we'll just hop on a flight from JFK to
I'm
Edmonton.
sure it won't melt on your way back.
No, we'll be high in the air. I'll just open a window.
That's good thinking. Oh man, that should work well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the trouble with living so far away. And don't worry, I'm not moving to the United States anytime soon.
Trust me, I don't blame you.
Yeah. S- Contemplating why I'm staying in Canada at this point, but hopefully,
Mm.
specifically Alberta. We
The
got
Rockies are
the we got the dumber
back.
lady version of Donald Trump as our premier here, so oof.
What a way to describe her.
Yeah, if Donald Trump was even stupider and a woman, that's our premier. So that's what we got. Uh,
All right, let's see. Did I profit today?
to be
I
fair,
think I
though,
did.
one of the other parties that was projected to do well got the largest minority in our province's history. So our official opposition is the biggest it's ever been. They didn't win by
Oh,
much. Like I'm in a province that for the last 50 or more years has voted for the same party over and over again, and they almost always win by a landslide. But this time they barely got in. So there's some improvement. And I'm proud of the city I live in. My city is entirely orange, which means that they all voted NDP. None of them voted for this premier.
hmm.
Every riding here was won by the opposition. And then half of Calgary was run by the opposition. So that means the two major cities in our province wanted the opposition. It's only the rural folk that won it for the conservatives.
Hmm.
Crazy if you think about that, eh? Imagine being the
Absolutely.
premier of a province and your two biggest cities hate you. It's like, yeah, that's awkward. You can only cater
Just,
to the country folks so often and so much.
just a tad.
I
All right,
am,
Carrington can
yeah.
not start today. Sissoko.
Sorry, that's the limit on my political part of the discussion. I just thought it was funny. At least I'm keeping it light.
Tom Fellows, didn't we agree that you just can't play anywhere? We did not, but
Oh, sorry. The cherry on top, which is what I was about to say, was much like
you should have
Donald
played
Trump building a
Lyric.
wall. The platform that she ran on was having Alberta secede from Canada.
Like that's possible.
It's not. But that's what people want to do. They want Alberta to be their own country. I'm like, aha. It's certainly not possible. And even
No.
if it did happen, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what like people in these states that say like they want California or Texas to secede from the United States.
Mhm.
It's it's like they're so tied to like the federal government.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
it's impossible.
Well, the first, and I mean, no matter how many obstacles you want to throw at that, never mind currencies and exchanges and trades and blah, blah, blah. None of that. None of that really matters. The number one thing that they just can't answer is what are you going to do with the max exodus of about 50% of your population? And
Yeah.
yeah, there's no answer to that. Like, there's no way any state or province up here could cope with that many people just up and leaving.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's what it's going to be. It'll be
Absolutely.
about half of your population is going to leave to go back to the United States or Canada, right? Because that's they don't want to live in their own country. About half of them usually. So
Hmm.
let's just be modest here and say 40%. But how would you deal? How would you cope with 40% of your population just leaving? Yeah, so that's a question that almost none of them could answer. Any of those people that are pro
We need
separation,
a new goalkeeper.
yeah, those idiots don't seem to quite grasp that Alberta doesn't have a port and that Alberta has zero treaties with the natives. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's like right. There's so many logistics that they would have to try to work around to try to make it realistic, but it's not realistic. But she's just another one of those people that will say anything she needs to say to get votes. And it worked. So frightening. All right, come on, Stephenson. That should have gone into the net. I've got 16 on target out of 14. Now it is I who needs to improve my shooting accuracy. Take some notes from Rochdale, lads. Right? Your accuracy's getting better over there, isn't it? Jacob?
What?
Says your accuracy's getting better?
I don't know.
More shots on target? You're not playing right now?
No, I am. We're just down 2-0.
Ah, doesn't want to talk about it. A superb assist, it says. Come on, guys. Seriously? No! Gosh darn you all! Rawr! 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 Now I must berate you because damn it.
Owu has a 15 acceleration, a 15 pace, and a 13 natural fitness. Hits the ball at the top of our circle, of our center circle.
Mhm.
Just needs to tap the ball past the defender to be one on one with the goalkeeper. And the highlight ends.
Not the results we were looking for.
Is it going to be 3-0?
We're about to get a I hate this game any moment now.
I'm not talking. It's 3-0.
No, no, do it. I hate this game.
No.
Okay, I'll do it for you. I hate this game.
Alright, so obviously it's not working.
What's your tactic?
No, crosses to stop crosses.
Oh, because all the goals were on crosses again?
No,
That's good at least.
but we haven't conceded 3 in a very long time.
That's true. So attempting to stop crosses may have opened things up other places, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I can see that being a problem. Um, as far as the crosses situation goes, rather than changing anything in your fucking injury, changing anything in your tactic, that's drastic. Why not only change something small like one of your DMs being a halfback, and make sure it's a super tall DM?
Um,
I don't know if you have a super tall DM. Not really. Russ Long's 5'8". Farland can't jump.
that might work.
Uh, roles are you using your DMs as?
They were the ball winning midfielder and DLP.
Wait, which one was playing as a ball-winning midfielder? You have McFarlane and Long playing?
Yeah. Again, it's just I had to do rotation.
Yeah, but neither of them can win a ball, especially McFarlane. Don't know if that was him who played that role. But Long really doesn't have it in him to play DLP or ball-winning midfielder. I mean, sorry.
Well, Carrington has come on, and Long is now the halfback.
Tarrington came on as a ball-winning midfielder. Now we're
Mhm.
talking. Oh, well, Tarrington should be the halfback, but that's fine. It's he'll win a ball or two. Tarrington and Long is now a halfback. Interesting. Okay, let's see what he's got. Other than his tackling, I suppose he's not terrible at that. He needs better positioning. Yeah,
I
halfback
didn't
needs
even
to
look at
be
their
tall.
attributes.
Uh, Halfback needs to be really tall because he basically just slots back as a central defender in defense during the defending phases. You're gonna get bored of that game fast if you keep that up.
Oh,
Good old New Vegas. Man, I haven't played that in ages. You have short defensive midfielders.
he's
That's
been at the club the entire stave, hasn't he? No, he has not. All right, that's a they're lacking.
3-0. Yeah, yeah. It's not something I would expect from your team, even away to. Was that? That's not even a top team, is it?
They're in fifth.
Oh, well, that's a team you need to beat. Yeah. No excuses there. None of your guys get a steak dinner after that.
Nope. Tactics. Hmm.
You really, really like playing with an AMC, right?
Yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna try something. All right, let's get this training and hit continue.
I'm Afgree.
Mm, there we go.
I love having James Beattie as my assistant manager. So great. Every time I see his name, I'm like, yay, because he used to play for Accrington and he was also a manager there briefly. while he was playing at the same time?
Um, they might just have to take a risk and not play Radcliffe the next game. Oh, so I lost $1.40
Mhm.
through today's bets.
You lost $1.40. I thought it sounded like you won.
I had four bets today. Three of them lost. One of them won
Oh,
for a
I
net
see.
loss of $1.79.
I see.
Yeah,
Well, that's not the worst thing ever,
that's $1.
right?
Go back at it again tomorrow.
Sounds right.
Tomorrow's Thursday, so there's not a lot of baseball on, which means I may have to.
It's not the same thing, is it?
Watching baseball from your hotel. Is this no Toronto? Is this the Sky Dome? Is that where the Blue Jays play?
That is where they play.
Ru-
Didn't sound familiar?
Watching from your hotel?
No, no, that the Blue Jays play at Skydome.
Almost said Rogers Center. That's why
No, that's not where they play.
they used to play there, right?
They've been at Skydome since I was like a child. So if they played at anything, if they played at Rogers Center, you wouldn't have been born yet. So I'm not sure where that
Mhm.
how you would have gotten that one. Not entirely sure. All right, that one. Yep. Let's get dangerous. Did I ship that over yet before?
Uh,
Nope.
I got good news for you.
Uh-huh.
They loaded the logos.
That is good news. I don't know if that's good news for me so much as good news for you. But let's celebrate by fixing your tactic.
Hit. My God. Oh, okay. You've given me one before.
Yeah, well, that was for like showing you from the AGF thingy. This one's
Yeah.
more specified to what you have. Although I know you like using an AMC way too much. Although they're one of the worst rules this year in a lot of tactics. AMC's are doing almost nothing. It's one of the things that hopefully is getting fixed for next year, but I wouldn't know because I can't say for certain. Wait, that might be just a bit too much right there. I don't know.
I'm going to hit continue. Yeah, I might be playing OTP. Well, I have to finish my college work first before I can.
That's why you got to log off at 12 because schoolwork
Well, I have work in the morning. That's why I have to log off.
and schoolwork.
And w- is East Carolina?
Jacked it. Appeal. They may deny this. Come on. Come on. Please, please, please don't be giant jerks to be right.
Uh, mm,
Jesus.
that doesn't work either.
What doesn't work?
Just trying to fix the defensive midfield.
I already gave it to you.
Why- mm, So now we're 4 points out. There's 5 points out.
Well, I think that, it would be very behooving of you to give a chance to the thing I sent you.
I know.
That one, that one's actually been tested by the tactics testing team. I'm gonna regret shipping it over 'cause that's the highest scoring tactic in all of them. 290 scored. Wow.
That is a lot.
It's well, you don't know the scale of how that's measured, but for context, the next closest is 287.
Wow.
Yeah, and then 281, 281, 278. So usually the scores are quite close in terms of the top tactics, but that one scored way above and beyond all the other ones.
Hmm.
It has a outlandish goal difference. I say give it a whirl, just for a few games. Maybe it'll inspire you. Nothing else. I know that it's sort of a pain in the ass. I have this whole advantage of knowing how things work in the game and what works and
Sort
what
of.
doesn't. And but so what? So what? Have fun. It's time to catch up a little bit on those top teams. It's like boosted into supercharge mode.
We are dropping you. Because we can't drop you. But we have to. This is what I like to call a risk.
Oh my,
Can you
sounds
cross?
fun. Can you cross?
Variation.
Can you cross? Tell you what, you can cross.
Why are you an AMC? Why your determination dropped down by two in what 3 weeks?
Somebody dropped 2 points of determination. Oof.
Let's see what the actual number is. Uh, Progress, attributes, determination.
I have no idea what would cause
And
that.
I can't check it because he hasn't been here long enough.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Who was it?
Davenport, the Loney
Oh.
from Man City.
And he
Okay.
just slides on in, loses a couple points of determination. Wait, he's got 18 determination.
Yeah, but it's showing a steep red.
So it's possible that it's gone down a fraction. Doesn't mean it actually went down a whole point. Was it at 20 when you brought him in?
I thought it was.
It's possible. I mean, it could happen. I mean, looking at your team, you don't really have a high average determination, like nothing high enough to sustain it at 18, 19, 20.
Hmm.
I don't know what the team's average determination is, but most players will gravitate towards the average. This is why I won't sign
Um,
players that have sixes and eights and fives and sevens. I mean, I've got one player with an eight, and I guess I have this guy with a. Oh wait, no, he's on the under 21s. Yeah, if I don't count my under 21s, let's do that. I have a guy with an eight and a guy with a 10. Everybody else after that is much higher. I guess I got a few 11s sprinkled in here, but for the most part,
okay.
green numbers.
Let's go with this team.
I like the DNA I build my team with: determination, work rate, teamwork, composure, concentration. If I get mostly good numbers in those, especially determination, tend to have success.
Mhm.
Can Stephenson stop being aggressive all the time? At least I inspired him before the game. Oh, off the bat. I hope it's a good one. We are in white. Okay. And we've scored 15 seconds in. I like that
Wow.
a lot. 15 seconds to get a goal. And my striker gets injured 5 minutes and 40 seconds in after he scored that goal. The hell? Well, he gets that goal and gets hurt promptly thereafter.
Find him. Cross it. Goal. Onside. 32 seconds. We scored.
Uh
I just hope he doesn't get injured now.
huh. Yeah, right. Follow my game a little bit much. That would be pretty hilarious, but also awful. So, oh, good lord.
Oh, long. You can't just give the ball away like that.
They tie it up.
Ah, it goes wide. But they should have. You're absolutely right.
Tim Chabert makes it 3-0. Actually, I forgot to mention that it
Oh,
was
it's
2-0.
Thursday.
Now it's 3.
It's 3-0. Wow. We
Yeah.
just gave the ball up again. And they're going to score from it. Nope, it's wide. We should be down 2-1.
Yeah, but you're not. So, hooray. But I mean, you just made a bunch of tactical changes, it sounds like. So they're going to have to take some time to get used to them, right?
No, this is just a matter of not playing good passes
Right. Well,
and
playing.
getting knocked off the ball. Of course, the .04 xG goal goes in
Oh, so they
because
did.
why not?
They did score.
Yep. Let's see. What was the
They
xG of that
scored
goal?
on me. Where's our effing clean sheet? God, you guys better. What was the XG of that goal? I don't know if I want to know. You sound very unimpressed, so it couldn't have been very good.
They're talking to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
What'd you say?
You said what you said. What is the XG of that goal? And then you didn't say anything. I'm like, well, it must not have been very
Oh,
good.
I said 0.04 xg, but it was 0.25.
Oh, still shouldn't go in.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Why am I laughing at that? Because what else can you do, right? Getting
Yep.
just yikes, yikes. But you have another option. Come on, team, do this. Fine,
Oh, it's just wide.
gonna arrest you now. Go have a breather. This is where we start to lose some possession, I imagine.
Gorski right at the goalkeeper. Oh,
My God, you guys, what are you doing? Focus. Did that work? Worked on most of them. Another game with no clean sheet, though. I imagine we're going to lose that clean sheet lead pretty soon. The fact we had it at all was shocking to me. Oh no, we're still up.
wide open.
Still up on clean sheets. Hooray. See what's going on here. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. That's all I got to say. Change it for the last bit, at least. Oh, oh. What?
Second bad pass. That happened twice this game, and now watch them score from this.
I'd rather not. What is he doing with the ball? He did a great job of winning it, and then he just kind of throws it into no man's land.
Yep.
It was an awesome interception. That's the thing. They're getting the ball, they're winning it, but then they're just giving it right back. That's baffling. Switch it, switch it.
No.
You are so stubborn.
Just get out of the game. I simmed it.
Oh, okay.
It's the third goal in the last 3 games that's happened just like that.
I'm trying to figure out how to get out of the game. There it is. Okay. I got it. What was the final? Low in a minute, I guess.
Mm-hmm. 2-1.
2-1. So that was the final. At least my striker's only out 3 or 4 days. Really? You missed the entire match, and you're going to be out 3 or 4 days. I mean, that's good news. At least I was expecting the worst.
Right.
Oh yeah, that goal he scored is the fastest. Not a surprise. Strange they took a couple of days to tell me that. Okay. Kind of here. Damn. Let me do this. Good. Nice. Oh, I didn't realize I was playing the Rochdale under 21s. uh, there we go. See, we lost that game, that last one.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. You got real quiet. Ooh, I get to play a third place team soon. Not right away, but soon. So maybe we can pave the way for you there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Got a little bit of catching up to do, but you should be all right.
Oh, hmm. Manager of the month. Yay! I'd prefer manager of the year, however. Mhm.
I actually do have a decent chance of getting it.
You do.
Because finishing top wasn't exactly expected, so it's not like having a perfect season and still not getting manager of the year. Oh, I can't believe that happened. It's so upsetting. Literally couldn't have done more.
Mephi could leave Rochdale. What?
Your contract's running out soon, probably.
Oh yeah.
So if you get him promoted, they'll probably resign you.
Well, what are our expectations?
I don't think they were terribly high. When is my
Reach the
contract?
playoffs, be competitive in the FA Cup, be competitive in the EFL Cup, reach the knockout stages of the EFL Trophy.
I think you are accomplishing at least those things.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah, your contract's up at the end of the season.
Should I ask for one now or wait? I don't know.
I'd wait until you improve your record a little bit, which is inevitable if you do a thing. If I was getting frustrated with the game, I would absolutely just accept a little bit of help. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't like. I like being able to come up with my own tactics. But to me, that's a big part of the game.
Okay.
Coming up with my own tactics.
Yeah, I suppose. In a way.
So I've always been a proponent of coming up with your own tactics.
Uh-huh. But then you get mad, you be like, fucking game. It's like, it's not the game.
Mhm.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I feel bad that you get frustrated with it, but it's like start using things that work. I don't know how much simpler it can be than that. I dislike that making a very reasonable tactic can sometimes just not work because the game engine decides that no, that pisses
Mhm.
me off. That honestly it does. It's like don't bother using tactics with AMCs unless it's a diamond because they won't work. It's like why did we even release the game with such glaring errors in it such as that? I shouldn't say they don't work. They just don't work as well. That's what I should say. They do work, just not well. But as a compromise, maybe just even have it as a secondary and throw it in there if you're way behind in a game just to recover. There's no point in throwing away points when you don't have to. Okay.
What?
uh, that's response, JJ. You can make a tactic for
Oh.
me. Oh wait, you did. Yep. I was like, what team are you? What season are you in? What formation do you want to play? That's just things like that. Not that hard to find something that fits. I mean, I like to take somebody else's tactic sometimes and use it as inspiration and then kind of tweak it from there and move it around and mold it. Like one of the better tactics I came up with, I stole from your AGF game. I told you that.
Yes, you
I
have.
looked at that and I went, wait a minute, that looks pretty good actually. Let's move this here and tweak this just a couple of things. And it wasn't even really a far departure from what you were doing. And boom, it just worked. And I'm like, yes. So when I'm playing that solo game, AGF has that tactic now. And I didn't have to go very far away from what you were already doing, which made me very happy.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
me too. 'Cause I wanted to at least keep your shape and formation and everything else. So yeah, it was important to me to not, tear it all down and redo it because it's still your character on there. But I wanted to see results, so poked it a little. I think that one was still using an AMC. I think. Can't remember now. Japan, how do you miss that? I like that, I suppose. Never mind. Rhetorical question. I need a better right winger. This guy is not terrible, but I don't think he's going to excel at the next level. I definitely don't have much money, so I need to maintain the players I have. Shouldn't be too bad. Not going to complain about it. I think I can win League One with the same team. Maybe one or two different loans, obviously, because you can't always keep your loans.
Oh no.
You were an expert at having long-term loans, though, getting guys in for
In
2 or 3
Denmark, you can do
seasons.
it for 2 years. In England, you can't.
Yeah, but even like getting a guy in and then keeping him for 2 or 3 seasons after that, you've managed to do that a bunch with
Oh
some
yeah.
some players. Get teams that are willing to renew. That's nice. There you go, Shabara. That's what I want to see. Pop those in. I need to start praising just the goal scorer in the first half. That's another thing you do that I noticed was kind of effective. I shouldn't be praising the whole team when they're not all playing great.
Yeah. Usually the person who gets the goal and the assist.
Yeah, I might do that just for the first half. In the second half, I like praising the whole team when they're playing well. If they're all playing well. Don't let up complacency. It's good except for Bloxham, who's already let in his complacency. Guy.
What a guy.
He's already gone complacent first half. And then I did the don't get complacent out there, thinking everybody else responded except for him. He's just like, no, I'm going to stay complacent. Which means I can't really sub him on, and that's a shame because I wanted to. There's Chouame with his hat trick. 4-0. Clean up these yellow cards, shall we? Need no yellow cards out there. It's tired. Winton, take the rest of the game off. Stephenson, I don't think I'll need you for the rest of this game. Come on, team. Come on. Please don't do that. Oh, God. Oh, they missed. I thought we were giving away our clean sheet again. You know how we love to do.
Yeah.
So irritating. Nice, nice. Good move. Oh, better save. Focus. Some of them to focus. I don't know if that's a good trade-off, though. No, I guess a lot of them are overwhelmed or complacent. Oh, jumping into my match. That's unheard of.
I didn't realize how late it was.
That's okay. That's super rare for your game to be done before mine. How did you turn out?
I assumed it.
So you didn't even play it.
No.
Uh,
We'll see how I did.
I guess we will. uh, Yay! Clean sheet!
There you
Yay!
go. Finally.
Oh, I got one in the last game too. I think I've gotten a clean sheet in most of my games today. Oh no, I didn't get one in the last game. I've also scored late, but I've gotten a few today.
Hey, we won 2-1.
That's not bad at all. Let's go look and see how many clean sheets I've got today. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 games. No, wait, we started here. Oh, that's a cup. I don't count that. 3, 4, 5. So out of 6 games, I have 4 clean sheets. That's not bad.
No, not at all.
And we are 3 ahead of the old ham keeper for the lead in the division. And 16 goals ahead of the Lincoln City striker for goals. And assists, well, I have 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Oh no, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in
I'm sorry.
assists. That's okay. Yeah,
West Ham
sure
or
you are.
Wolfhound?
That was subtle.
No, that was legit. Yeah, no, that one was legitimate.
That's funny. I don't care. It's funny. uh,
We are 5 points behind.
well, you just got another win, so just keep doing that thing that you do.
We shall.
How much did you win by, though? 2-1 over
1.
Grimsby.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that game was refereed by a lady.
Nice.
Yeah, I did just notice that. Neat. Mm. The board provide cash injection. Why, thank you, board.
How much?
Oh, they just put in 550K to help with their club's running costs because we're in big debt this
Ah,
season. Our balance is
that's a first.
very very deadly, very debt-like in nature.
Are you ready for this? 5% of transfer revenue is made available.
On your team,
Yeah.
Aru?
So if we sell somebody for $5 million, we get what,
I love how you were about to give me an
50,000.
example, and I was like, math. Yeah, you get very little. You get robbed, is what you get. That's horrible. That's not okay. Let's do this. Available. This is a friendly. It's a friendly. People out here. Bam.
So,
Bam.
uh, so if we sell someone for $500,000, we'll only get 25 grand
That's
in
criminal.
the transfer budget.
That's criminal.
Yeah.
That's how far down your finances have gone, hey?
They've always been like that. That's like one of the main things of this team is trying to bring that up.
Well, that just means you're not going to be selling players to try to raise funds for getting new ones. Sounds like you're going to rely a lot on free players and loans to replace anybody you have to, and other than that, retaining who you've got,
Hmm.
which is easier said than done sometimes. Of course, that will go up after. Oh my God, we lost again? Oh, that's a friendly. I don't care. That will go up if you make some money, though. Won't be that way forever.
Yeah, but how are we gonna make the money?
I mean, if you were to make a couple of sales, let's say, they're not going to just only give you 5% of it back on every sale. Eventually, they're gonna you get a couple of bucks. They'll be like, okay, you can have more of the next one, etc., etc. I have gone through a few teams like that. Typically, before this season, Accrington started like that a lot.
The only player worth selling is David Obu.
Charrington, if you were to sell, I mean, why would you sell either of them, right?
Carrington's in on loan.
Liam Tarrington's on loan.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, now you do.
Yeah, you're right. David Obi would be your only player worth selling. Wow, that is crazy. His value between 60K and 4.3 million. You can't narrow it down just a little. That's a huge range on his supposed value. Ridiculous. So I play Portsmouth tomorrow. Then Carlisle United, where we will help you catch up. That's my plan anyway. If we beat them and you win, you'll be within a point, a fourth. Well, theoretically, if Lincoln lose, a third even.
Yeah.
Just some results got to go your way elsewhere. That's all. Who have I lost to? Bristol Rovers and Walsall. Neither of those are even in the goddamn running. The two teams I've lost to are like 8th and 10th. I didn't even help them get into the higher competition. Damn it. God damn it all anyway. I am going to have to play with Portsmouth here. I only got 15 minutes and I want to play the next game. And you don't have a game today.
No, we can do the your game and then the game on Saturday, and then
Yeah.
call it if you want.
Okay. I just want to make sure I get to play Carlisle today. That's all.
Yeah.
Because I hope that you can win. Can if you want. Come on. Do it for me. Be nice.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Do that. Go. Going down, Portsmouth. You're going down. I hope. I really hope. I know when I say that, I sound real confident, but I never know what's going to happen. I don't think my guys are on high match loads yet, so or if they are, it only just started. Come on, team. Stop giving the ball away so horribly. Who are you, Rochdale? Come on.
Oh,
Stick-
that's a low blow.
but is it inaccurate? Okay, we got it back and scored.
I guess not.
Sorry, I really am.
It's okay.
Uh, I, I,
I'll
s-
forgive you.
I sometimes find it's best to just use humor when things are not so good. Because, well, what else should you do? You can do it though. You can.
It's just not loading. Look, you're already up 1-0.
2-0.
It was only showing one for me.
Yeah, now it's 2. Chabert scored just as you said it. And here comes a corner, which usually has a decent chance. Yeah, 3-0. Dressing room. I'm just going to tell them I'm happy with it. I know I normally don't do that, but a clean sheet isn't as important in a cup game, so I'm not going to use the tactics of trying to keep them all focused and crap. Just go outscore them. Yeah. 'Cause usually I'm like, don't let your complacency creep in, etc., etc. That's what I usually do. And, oh, 4-0. And then, they play a little bit more regimented and get more clean sheets as often as they can. Usually, when I compliment them in the after the first half, they almost always give one up. Although I suppose the other team has to touch the ball for that to be the case here. So far, that's not a thing. Oh, that almost went in. That was a good effort, actually. To make some changes, get some of my tired players off. Charles. Chabert. I will take off Chibome and I will take off. I can't take off Stephenson. Oh no! I don't have enough central midfielders. Oh, wait. I can do that. And then that. And then that. Yeah. All right. That works. Soon. We will have 9 on the bench. Soon. Never soon enough, though. Technically, like 3 whole seasons away, or 2 whole seasons away, I guess. League One championship. Then we will have 9 on the bench in the Premier League. And that's assuming we go, up in straight succession, which I usually assume. Raise, go time waste, lower the tempo. Box him right at him.
Did I jinx something?
Should you? Absolutely, you should. Is that a real
All right,
question?
Domingo Herman of the New York Yankees. 21 up, 21 down.
Holy crap. Nice start. That's going on right now?
Yeah, and I can't watch.
Can't watch it. How come?
No. Blackout. I'd have to. My phone's about to die, so I'd have to turn on my VPN and then.
Yeah. I was about to say that's what VPNs are for, but yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
You don't have the juice. Wow. He went up
Oh,
21 down.
Matt's watching it. Oh, that's right, because he doesn't have blackouts.
Oh,
Matt doesn't have blackouts because he's an MLB employee.
must be nice.
Yeah, right. Let's go to game day.
Nice, Hato. Very nice. Just stops the ball there and stands around, waits for the Portsmouth players to come forward before he passes it. I love time wasting when they actually show them doing it well. As my left back, he got the ball and he just slowed it down, put his foot on top of it, and stood there. He's like, "Well, if you're not going to come press me for it, I'm just going to stand here."
20,
uh,
23.
yeah, got himself a perfect game going, does he? I'm impressed.
What? It's probably on ESPN.
Could very well be. Good thought. 2 days. Pew, pew. What?
Oh, 2-0 count.
Super exciting. It's been a while since we've had a perfect game.
Yeah.
Oh no, you knocked us out of the AGF knocked Ligby out of the uh one of the cups.
3-1. Hold on, I will be right back.
Hmm.
I'm sorry we knocked you out of the cup.
No, you're not.
Oh, sorry, I should have hit continue.
Just like
Full
I'm
count.
just like I'm not sorry Lingby's in first with an undefeated season so far in the Super League.
Foul. Still full count. The seventh pitch. Oh, batter timeout.
Well, at this point they're going to try to do anything to throw him off.
He got it. 24 up, 24 down.
He struck him out.
No, it's a
Oh, ground
out.
out. Doesn't matter. An out's an
Ground out.
out.
Yeah,
I just thought that he struck him out
yeah.
because of how fast that went. Damn though. Damn. Perfect game on the way here.
Surprised ESPN isn't even showing it. All right, last game of the night.
Yep. And it's a big one. And
Yes, sir.
you're gonna do this one for me. So you said that yourself, and I hope that you do the thing that I hope you will.
Me too.
All right, team. We're at home. There's no reason to not play well here. Oh, how about a penalty right off the bat? I like that. Stephenson, yep.
Ah,
Stephenson will take it.
thank you.
Nicholas Stephenson steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Home run. Whoops, wrong sport. uh, I amuse me. Still, though, 1-0 on a penalty. Love it. Set piece situation here. Get up there and get it on net. Keep it in the box, you dum dum. God, I hate when they run it back out of the box. Like, what are you doing? Stay there. Turn you back to him. Let him push you over.
We just gave up a penalty.
You're supposed to get penalties, not give up penalties. My goodness. Who's your two strikers?
Huh?
Who are your two strikers?
We gave up a penalty.
No, no. Who are your two strikers for the game?
Davenport and Finch. Why?
I just wondered who
I
you.
only have one.
Oh, you didn't do the thing I hoped you would do. Okay. Never mind. When I said do it for me, I thought you would catch the hint of what I was talking about.
No, I just assumed it was you meant winning.
Yeah, I do mean winning. And if you use that other tactic, you will probably do that thing. I hope it's at least in one of your three slots for the time being so that they're learning it.
It's not. I'll be honest.
Oh, you're not even considering it. All right. Chouame on a break. Oh, he barely beat the keeper, but then their defender cleared it. Uh, Keeper got a big piece of it, but it was still going in. He slowed it down for his defender to get in behind and, clear it out. Nice, nice. Good passing. Very nice passing. Oh, don't run it away from the box. Ugh. There we go. Nice pass. Nice goal. 2-0. 2-0. And don't get complacent. There. Good. They all. Who is on a 6.5? No, a 6.8. Oh, Amouche is on a 6.5. How do you have a 6.5 when we're playing this well? 3-0. If his rating didn't go up from that, I'm going to consider taking him out pretty soon here. And it didn't. Oh, wait, 6.6. Still low for a game that we're dominating.
And now they have the game. No, not anymore.
They just thought about it, teased you.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Well, the Yankees are up to bat right now. That's probably why.
Oh, okay. Cannoneer is going to go. I can't have a guy at a 6.6 rating when you're freaking dominating this much. Swanson with his brace. Let's go for early time wasting. Clock running down. Oh, Swanson almost got his hat trick. He is really having a good game. Yeah, that 70-ish. Stop. Cully really needs to come off. He's injured even. Can't take Swanson out. He's got 2 goals this game. It would just be wrong to sub out a guy who's got 2 goals right now. Wrong, I tells you. I'll take out Stevenson instead, maybe. I don't have enough players for these positions. Oh well. Oh, that was close. Oh, good. At least it's a corner. I wondered. I thought he might have missed the net. Apparently, the goalkeeper touched it. Oh, they did it again. Oh my god. Tell them to focus again. See, how did that do? Oh, that was negative. That's very negative. Should have told them to focus.
Oh,
Oh, geez, come on. Stay with them. Okay. Guess I'll just praise them. Yeah, they liked that. Yay, another clean sheet. I'm so proud of them.
there you go.
Game's over. How did you do?
Take a guess.
You
Take a
lost.
wild guess. By how much?
3-0.
3-0. You think my team is that
I don't
bad?
know. You lost 3-0 a couple of games ago. So
We actually won.
you
We
won
won
3 to
3-1.
1. All right. That is fantabular.
Yeah.
Love it. And it was away. So that's even better. So let's see if results elsewhere went your way.
They did
Okay.
not.
They did not. Lincoln also won. Carlisle seems to have also won. No, they lost. I just beat Carlisle. What am I talking about? So you're 2 points behind Carlisle, but 5 points behind Lincoln because they did not drop any points. Let's see. Do I play Lincoln soon? I don't play them again at all.
Do you play Swindon or Doncaster?
I play Doncaster. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. Play Doncaster, and
What about
that's it.
what about Bristol?
Bristol Rovers. Nope, done with them.
Walsall?
Uh, nope, done with them.
Wimbledon?
Also done with them.
Stockport and Stevenage. Those are the last two.
I play Stevenage next.
Okay.
I play
So
Wrexham again still, but Stockport I play at the end of the year.
okay. So 49. There are 7 games left, which means there's 15 points up for grabs. So we
What?
just
There's
have
9 games
to win
left.
our next. What did I say?
7 games left.
There
Oh,
are eight
oh,
games
you're
left.
no, you're right. You're sorry. There's 7 games left. I'm sorry, or 8 games
8.
left. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
8. Somewhere in between the things. You said 7, I said 9. It's actually 8. We split the difference, and now we're right. I just
Yeah.
forgot the Barnsley here is the EFL Trophy final, so I shouldn't count that one. Yeah, I play Stevenage next. I don't know why that one affects you in any way. They're in 12th. They have no chance of catching up.
All right. So let's go back to the Yankee game.
Stockport, not a problem for them. Do play
Oh,
Doncaster
it's
though.
still
So
it's at the end of the inning.
Gillingham, Hargate, Cheltenham.
All right. Well,
Yes, sorry, I will save now. Where's
Jesus
Harrogate?
Christ! Stop hitting Matt says.